At the State House tonight, a group of lawmakers are working on a bill to require students to use the restroom of their biological sex at birth. A temporary rule was put in place last year, but that's going to expire now, and this new bill would make those changes permanent. Our Josie Frost is joining us from the State House with those details.
For the past 2 years, lawmakers have had a temporary rule known as a proviso in the state budget, saying students have to use the bathroom of their assigned sex at birth. But this bill would expand that rule to apply to public colleges and universities, meaning it could change the rules for their bathrooms and dorms as well.
We want your assigned gender to share the same facilities.
This is harmful for all of our youth.
Under the proposal, communal changing spaces like bathrooms or changing rooms could only be used by people of the same sex defined at birth. The proviso that's been in place since July of 2024 has remained in effect during an ongoing legal battle where a transgender boy sued after he wasn't allowed to use the bathroom of his gender identity. The U.S. Supreme Court allowed that specific student to use the bathroom he preferred while the court weighs the case. But the law remains in effect while the suit is ongoing. Representative Tommy Pope sponsors the new bill and says while some students might be uncomfortable with the rule, it doesn't outweigh the needs of other students who use that restroom.
This is not to alienate anybody or isolate anybody or persecute anybody. We just need to protect the rights of everyone, not just this one person that decides they have a right to be, in effect, the other people's rights.
The bill goes further than even previous versions did, requiring public colleges that offer housing to give students the option to live only with roommates of the same sex. Christina Picozzi with the Harriet Hancock LGBT Center says it puts transgender students at risk and creates a murky scenario for enforcement.
What you're doing is impacting everybody's right of privacy. Again, how are you going to confirm somebody's sex? It's also about colleges and universities. So you're also now talking about adults too, right? You're not just talking about minors.
The bill also creates a new legal path, meaning students could sue school districts if they encounter someone of the opposite biological sex in one of these designated spaces, or if they're required to share sleeping quarters. Any schools that don't comply could lose 25% of their state funding. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.
As we mentioned, that bill right now is pre-filed. It can be taken up when lawmakers return to the State House next month. The proviso in a temporary one-year law, meaning it will have to be approved in next year's state budget to stay in effect if the bill does not pass.